How do we know how Latin was pronounced? We don't know for sure how what we call classical Latin was pronounced, since no one has spoken it since about the 3rd century AD. But we do have a pretty good idea thanks to things like poetry, whose meter and rhyme scheme tell us a lot about how words were supposed to be pronounced, Latin grammar textbooks, the pronunciation of surviving Romance languages like Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Romanian, French, and finally my favorite one, spelling mistakes. By looking at common spelling mistakes that Latin speakers were making, we get an idea of how Latin speakers were actually pronouncing their language. A really interesting surviving text that gives us some insight into common Latin spelling mistakes is the Appendix Probi, a text with disputed origins that was thought to be written in Rome sometime in the 4th century. The Appendix Probi is a group of 5 different documents, and one of the documents is basically just a list of common spelling mistakes in Latin. So for example, doleus non dolium, frigida non fricta, pallida non calda, tristis non tristus. This text gives us some great insight into how classical Latin was pronounced. To me, this is so fascinating. I just posted a full-length video on what we know about Latin pronunciation, as well as how that pronunciation is changed in its descendants like French and Italian. Thanks for watching. Until next time, wale amici.